Hi everyone, and welcome to $1 Million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not, maybe even make some millions out of it. So today I want to change your state of mind. And in specific, I want you to understand that if something already exists, this actually doesn't mean that you cannot enter in the same market. And so I will show you why competition isn't a barrier using some bakeries in Italy as an example. So this is the map of the area where I used to live in Italy before to move to Czech Republic. So as you may know, bakeries are everywhere in Italy. Does this mean that you should not open a new bakery? Absolutely not. So as you can see in this map, you can see all of these red points, and these are bakeries. They are almost every corners. And so just like bakeries, there are many applications in the market. But each new app can bring unique value, and just like a new bakery can bring a unique twist or specialty. So I want to mention an example of successful apps that entered in a saturated market and still they managed to achieve a fairly good success, and I'm talking about the plant app. Yes, I'm very interested in those plants app because they make a lot of money and they are fairly simple. So these are 6 apps I took as a reference. And so we are gonna see very soon, once we will put all of these applications together, what we are actually going to see. So here you can see the chart of the last 3 months of revenues of the apps that I was showing you before. And surprise, surprise, apps are like bakeries. So we have many apps which are on the same field, but actually some of them or most of them earn a lot of money. And so there are some bakeries which are placed in better location around the city, for example, or maybe in city center. And in our case, we call these applications which are placed better apps which have a great ASO, which is App Store Search Optimization. And other, for example, which are located in a less interesting part of the city are the ones that earn, of course, less amount of money. And some other apps, for example, some others bakeries could have a nice looking inside because they have recently undergo to reconstruction. And in our case, we are talking about creating a new UI, more modern, easier, whatever. And so we can continue actually with similarities between real tangible business and our mobile virtual business, but we are not actually there yet, or we are not actually here for this. So as you can see here, the store revenues are pretty high for a lot of applications. And once again, these are revenues of the last 3 months. So in the last 3 months, these 6 applications generated this big amount of money. And so as you can see, there is one app which is the one that earns most of the money, and this is the plant-in application, which generated $5.42 million. And then there are other apps that generated $1 million. What does this mean? That because there is plant-in, you cannot create your own plant app? So what I want to try to explain you is that you should change your state of mind. And so you should stop saying this app already exists, or there is this app, this is not a good idea, and blah, blah. You should just change your state of mind and instead think what can be improved in an existing app which is already making a lot of money in order for me to steal a piece of the cake. So once you will be able to switch your state of mind to this, you will actually be able to get a piece of the cake, like the plant app developers are actually doing. And that's the exact reason why I try to give you free apps ideas every week. Because you should try to steal a piece of the cake. As I tried doing it with the Countify application that I released few weeks ago. I think 2 weeks ago now. And so I saw that there were other countdown applications which used to make 20K a month. I was like, okay, for me it's even enough 10% of it or whatever. And so I did it. I created a nice version and I already sold in 2 weeks 1,300 units. So what is stopping you to do that? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Discord community where we discuss all of these things, and why not even follow me on Twitter. See you soon.